All right, everybody. What you see here is the habaneros. You see there's some red, and then there's some yellow or orange, whatever you call it. I think they're orange habaneros. Also, there's the receipt for my for when I purchased this. Not necessarily to keep up with the amount. Oh, I do want to keep up with the amount that I spend, but really I keep those receipts because of the weight. I want to know how much weight of habaneros there are in each batch. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is I'm going to cut off. I generally just pull the stems off, but I'm going to cut them off today, leaving the tops open, and then we're going to take them outside and we're going to cold smoke these. So we're going to try to make a smoked habanero hot sauce. And here's our peppers. As you can see, we got the little tops cut off, and that's really so that the inside can get a little bit of smoke in it as well. But we're gonna go pour these on the top of that foil, and then they're gonna be kind of piled up a little bit, okay? But we don't worry about that because we got the holes in there, and then the smoke's gonna permeate through the layers of peppers, and it's gonna be just fine. So give me a little bit. Let me go ahead and put these on the pit, then I'll let you look at it. All right, everybody. As you can see, this is my little coal smoker going here, and I'm going to put the lid on here in just a second and let you guys see what the next step is going to be. All right, guys. As you can see, it's smoking pretty good here, and as you can see on my foil, I cut holes in the foil, and the foil isn't to basically the foil is there to hold the peppers, to keep them from falling through the grate. That's it. But I do want the smoke to come through the foil some, so I poked some holes in it. Now we're just going to put the peppers on top. I'm trying to get you guys a good angle where you can see. See there? Look, there's a good view. Just my old smoky. You know, if you live in Texas, you sure the hell know what that is. It's a sweet dig. Look up. Houston, Texas, baby. That's a very popular little cooker. But anyways, let's take a look. Ooh, look at there. I also put the onion that's gonna go in there. I'll put the garlic in there as well. But we're gonna let this go for a couple hours. This is cold smoking, okay? Cold smoking, and we'll let that go for a couple hours, and then we'll take a look. All right. Okay, first off, this amazing smoking product. This is that smoking maize. That's the deal that I had the wood in to smoke it, the wood pellets, and like I said, that would have gone at least 8 hours, but I didn't need that much for these. Okay, so let's look at what we got here. Got some onions at the bottom there. Those are the onions that was on the pit smoking, and these are all, look at that. That's all smoked habaneros. They're in a brine, and I'll leave them in there for a while, and then I'll take them off. Whenever you guys see me doing these are basically starters, is what I'm saying. Just get to the chase. Whenever you see these bottles like this, these are 2 liters, and they're basically just like the ones in the back. There's 10 of these here, and what you see is the test batches. What I'm doing is trying out something new, and so I just make these will make about 10 bottles, then I'll pass them out, let people test them, and let me know what kind of tweaks I need to make. And once I get the flavors the way I want, then I'll make big batches in extremely large quantity. This is nothing. This is just a test, okay? But I want you guys to see what we got here. Okay, guys. This is a fermentation process. It does take quite a while, and the fermentation process has to be done properly, because if you don't get the brine right, your fermentation will fail, and you'll get a fungus growing in there, and then you have to throw it all away. So basically, you can do exactly what I did, do it in a smaller batch. So let's say you'd get a pound of habaneros, and an onion, some garlic cloves. You'll probably get, I would say, 6 garlic cloves. Okay, and then you're going to use about half an onion, and because it depends on how big the onion is. So you're going to adjust it to your flavor, anyways. But after you smoke it, you can put them in a blender. You can also use red wine vinegar for a little bit of moisture in it, and you just grind it all up. You might need a little bit of salt. I would use sea salt, not table salt. Don't use table salt. You can use some sea salt, okay? And then just keep adding that until you get the flavor the way you want. Keep adding, red wine vinegar or white wine vinegar. White wine vinegar is going to be a little bit better than the red wine, or you can even use distilled vinegar. And you just continue to add the vinegar until you get the texture and flow of the sauce coming off of a spoon, right? And this is, in the blender. Just keep blending it up until you get the flavor you want. Stick the spoon in there, take it out, and if it sticks to the spoon and it's thick, maybe you like that, maybe you don't. Okay, but you just keep adding the vinegar to it until it gets the consistency you want. So why vinegar and not water, right? It's because the vinegar will continue to lower the pH, and as you lower the pH, the hot sauce will be able to stay on the shelf longer. Okay. After you're done, you can pour it into bottles. I'll put a link in the description. I'll find a link for that maize there, and put it in the description, along with where you can go and find some hot sauce bottles. Let me show you something. All right, these are my hot sauce bottles, okay? And these labels are the ones that I are currently are not really selling them per se. I do take some donations when people come and get them, but that's because I'm trying to test those. The real labels don't look like that, but it doesn't really matter. What I wanted to show you is those are woozy bottles, and they'll also come with, damn it, well, I was going to show you. It comes with, you get, I'll put a link in the description, and it's going to come with this little funnel that you can pour the sauce into the funnel and into that little woozy bottle, okay? And then you just got the little dispenser cap, and then a sealing cap, and all your friends will think that you're professional, okay? And the pH being low will allow them to, occasionally leave it out. They should put it in the refrigerator when they're done, using it for the day. But because the pH in it is low, it won't go bad very quickly. It take a while, months and months and months and months and months and months. Okay, I mean years in the fridge. Okay, years if you don't open that bottle after you're done. You can also, that will help it have a long shelf life, is to cook it a little bit. Just put it in a pot. After you get it out of the blender, put it in a pot, and let it simmer for about 15 minutes. Don't boil it. It's just going to start changing the flavors. It's not going to be good. So just lightly, low heat. Just get it simmer for about 15-20 minutes at the most, and then take it out, let it cool back down, and then put it in bottles. And that'll do a really good job at helping to extend the shelf life, okay? But that vinegar is what you want. That will help it extend that shelf life. So I hope you enjoyed it. And this is only part one. Eventually, way down the road, we're gonna test it because it's gonna take a long time for this to get ready. My sauces go through a pretty long process before I even test it. So when it does happen, I'll let you guys in on it. Till I see you again. Here's your boop.